We basically offer people an escape from the real world with the craziness that people have with their jobs, with their family, with kids, with all the other obligations that go on nowadays. Well, when you work with clay, it requires a level of presence, right? Where you have to be here now, or otherwise you're having a bad night of pottery. Pottery has a very, very cool way of connecting that I don't think any other art really has, right? Because pottery has this sort of intimate quality with people, right? If someone's using it, it's touching their lips, it's touching their hands. It's used a lot. And so from that standpoint, there's a level of connection that comes from pottery that you don't really get from, say, a painting or a sculpture or something of that nature. It's not easy. Like making pots and making pottery is not easy. A lot of people struggle with the first few times because, I mean, when you start something new, there's always a learning curve that goes along with it. And so some people expect to basically come in and just like take off running. Some people do, some people don't. Vast majority don't. But it is a great escape from the real world. You know, I was actually, after grad school, I was ready to get out of here. I mean, small town, I'm not from a small town, I'm from Utah, in central Utah. So like the valley that I grew up in was probably 1 million people. So it's a little bit smaller town. And as far as like being an artist, like I don't see myself so much as the artist, as a teacher. Basically most of my revenue is driven by the classes, and then the pottery just kind of like extra bread and butter. I watch my kids by day, I teach classes by night, and the only time that I really get to make pots is from about 10 o'clock at night till about 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I wake up at 8 o'clock again to basically take over so my wife can go to work and I can watch the kids. So, I mean, it's just, right now, it's a time thing. Throwing is my favorite, like the act of just working on the wheel and making the pots, that's the best part. The other part, like I hate selling pots. Like I hate, I like the money part, but I hate the act of selling. I just like making. Luckily, people like to buy them too, so that makes it a little bit easier. I kind of joke about being the best kept secret in Morgantown, but it's kind of accurate. Like people know of it, but they don't know us. A lot of people walk by or drive by and they're like, man, I drive by this place every day and I've never stepped foot in here. And so they'll finally step foot in here and I'm like, this is a cool place. But as far as like my community of actually knowing the artists in Morgantown, I'm not really that connected with them. Like I kind of have my small world here and that's pretty much it. I don't do any of the arts walks. I don't do, I basically do my own thing. I do have the best clientele in the world. Like they keep coming back and they keep coming back for classes or for pottery or for various other things. It's one of the greatest communities / group of people